Hi Emuade family, Merry Christmas Eve. My name is Amberly. I'm Emuade's National Sales Manager and I am joined here with Kennedy. He is my dog and we're live to talk to you about using Emuade for pets as well as to give away our brand new 30-day travel pack, Emuade First Aid Ointment. We have it in both the regular strength configuration and the maximum strength configuration. And I'll just go over this real quick in the giveaway. So this is a 30-day sample packet. This is the exact same product as the jar, Emuade regular strength and the jar. Same thing for the max. Maximum strength is the same thing as Emuade max and the maximum strength. And what you get in the 30-day travel packet are 30 travel packets. You have 15 on each side right here. This is what they look like. And these are great because they're super convenient. They're great to throw in a purse. You can put them in your pockets if you're a guy. Great to travel with, and they're super discreet. So anyone, especially that's traveling for the holidays, around a lot of family, if you have one of those more embarrassing kind of conditions that you want to kind of discreetly carry your Emuade with you for, it's great for that. So we created that configuration by popular demand actually. So you guys asked and we listened. So definitely always feel free to shoot us your ideas anytime you guys have them. So first we're going to go over the rules of the giveaway. All you have to do is continue watching this live and just continue watching this live in real time and comment which of the strengths you'd like to get. So either comment regular strength or comment maximum strength, Emuade or Emuade max. We will select one winner at random after this live. So it doesn't matter if you're the first person to comment or the last person to comment, everyone will have an equal chance of winning. Our social media team is going to reply to your comment here. And you can direct message us your shipping information to receive the free Emuade or Emuade Max 30-day travel pack. So remember, we can watch and see which comments are coming in that are going to be live versus not live. So just be sure to post your comment while the video is going right now. So a lot of our customers who have found relief from itching, pain, irritation, redness, swelling for their very difficult to treat and resistant skin conditions often ask us, is Emuade safe to use for my pets? And the short, simple answer is yes. So Emuade is considered safe for most dogs and pets. There is a small percentage of tea tree oil in regular strength Emuade, the blue label, that's the regular strength. However, in small concentrations, which is considered 0.1 to 1% tea tree oil, is considered safe for topical application on pets and animals. So since tea tree oil isn't at that less than 1% formulation, it is considered safe. However, the maximum strength, the red label, this one is in higher concentrations of that, so we do not advise you to use maximum strength on your pets, just the regular, just the blue. So you might be wondering what exactly is Emuade good to use for my pets on. And similar to humans, it's really great for any kind of skin irritation, skin ailment that your pets might be having. So this includes hot spots. This includes insect bites, rashes, minor cuts, scrapes, burns, any kind of abrasions. And it's actually excellent for as a post-surgical ointment. So if your dog unfortunately ever has to go under the knife at a vet, use it as a really great post-surgical ointment to help accelerate that healing and to kind of eliminate any infection. So another common question to get for, if you're going to be using Emuade for yourself or even for your dogs is how long do you leave it on them for? You want to make sure that it has at least 20 minutes time to absorb into their skin. So this means we suggest that you do supervise your animal for 20 minutes after you put the treatment on, after you put Emuade on them. And this is to make sure, especially that they don't do any self-grooming afterwards. So it's actually able to absorb and so they're not ingesting any of it. A really big tip that we do suggest doing, similar to any other kind of topical application you'd be using for your pet, is to put a cone on them if they do self-groom a lot. This is especially true for cats. If you are going to be using the product for cats, definitely consider using a cone so they don't self-groom the product off of them and ingest it. We've also had customers who have told us that they reported using it on horses as well as other animals. But a big rule of thumb is just run it by your vet, go to your vet, and always get it cleared with your vet before you start treatment with Emuade for your pets. So now I'm going to attempt to show you how to apply it for your dogs. I have some treats here to get Kennedy back on the couch with me. So a big rule, I would say, when applying Emu Aid for your dog or your pets is don't put your fingers in the jar. We always suggest this when treating, especially when treating nail fungus. If you've seen any of our other live videos, to always use the Q-tip application, because you really